大家好, welcome back to Edupedia videos. We are now at lesson 21.1, where we will continue on our dialogue on sports. Okay, remember last time we have Jenny and Johnny having a conversation on sports and ball games, and now we are going to continue on that and learn more vocabulary on nouns and verbs related to sports. Let's get started. Okay, so we have Jenny and Johnny here again. Remember, Jenny asked if they should go and play football. And here's Johnny's answers. He suggested, or let's go skating. 强尼说还是去溜冰吧。And Jenny answers, that's good too. Look, there are people doing exercises everywhere. 珍妮说，也好。你看，到处都有人在做运动。Johnny answers, those two classmates are playing badminton very well. 强尼说，那两位同学的羽毛球打得真好。Okay, we haven't finished with that yet. Let's look at the continued dialogue. Jenny has further comments. She says, a volleyball match is going on there, and a tennis match is going on here. 珍妮说，那边正在进行排球比赛，这边在进行网球比赛。Johnny has further comments, and he says, a basketball match is going on here, and the score is 18-2. 强尼说，这边还有篮球比赛，比分是18-20. And Jenny invites Johnny to have further actions. She says, let's go and have a look. 珍妮说，我们过去看看好吗？ And Johnny answers, okay. 强尼说，好吧。So that's the end of the dialogue we have here. We have quite a few sentences here, and of course a lot of new vocabulary. So let's look at them one by one. We started off the dialogue with Johnny answering Jenny's request on playing football. He says, let's go skating. In Mandarin, it is 还是去溜冰吧。There are two new words here. Let's look at them. The first word is 溜. 溜 means skating or slip, depending on your context. But of course, in this case, in this context, it means skating. This is the pinyin 溜, and the radical is this one, what's on the left there. The arrangement is complex because you have left and right component, while for the right component, you have top and bottom component, and for the top component, you have left and right component. Okay, so it's a complex arrangement. Let's look at how to write 溜. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. 13 strokes for this word, 溜. The next word is 冰. 冰 means ice. Okay, and this is the pinyin, bing. The radical is this one, what's on the left there. And please be aware that the radicals between this one and what's on top there is different because it has 2 strokes here while the other one has 3 strokes. Okay? The one with 3 strokes are usually for those relating to water, and for this one it is usually related to ice. Okay, so there are the minor difference for that. The arrangement is horizontal because you have left and right components. Let's look at how to write bing. 1 2 3 4 5 6. Okay, 6 strokes for this word, bing. Okay, so liu bing means skating, and as you can imagine, skating is about playing on the ice. That's why we have the word ice over there, bing. Okay, so let's decipher the whole sentence. 还是去溜冰吧. So 还是 it can mean or. So 去溜冰 is like go skating, and 吧 is the helping word which has the function of inviting someone to do something. Okay, we have covered this before, and this is just a refresher of what we have learned. Okay, so now you know you can use 吧 in this context. Alright, let's look at the next slide. And Jenny answers to, and Jenny responds to Johnny's answers. So Jenny responds to Johnny's suggestions. She said, "That's good. That's good too. Look, there are people doing exercises everywhere." So in Mandarin it is 也好，你看，到处都有人在做运动. Okay, so there are no new words here, but let's look at how there's a background noise. Okay, I'll continue. 也好，你看，到处都有人在做运动. Okay, there's no new words here, but new usage of the words that you have learned. So let's look at them one by one. So 也 means also, 好 means good. So 也好 is like good too. Okay, and as you can see, we are not using any subject here because it is understood that it's good. Okay, so 也好 is a way to agree on someone's suggestion. Okay, 你看, it should be very straightforward. It's just to say you see or you look. Okay, previously you have learned 看 as in 看书, which is like to read a book casually. But 你看 means look, just inviting someone to do something. So you are asking that person to look. 看. Of course, if you want to omit the subject, that's fine. But when you say 你看, it makes sense too. Okay? 到处. Okay, you have learned these 2 words in different meaning. 到 is to arrive. 处 is something related to locations. Okay, when we say 到处, it means everywhere. It's like everywhere you go, every location that you go. So that means everywhere. Okay, so you know a new vocabulary on everywhere. 都有 means like all. So you have learned that 都 means all or the total and sum. So 到处都有 is like everywhere there are all something happening. Okay? 有人 means there are people. 在做运动 as you have learned, it means do exercise and it is in continuous action. So we say doing exercises. Okay? So 到处都有人在做运动 is to say everywhere there are people doing exercise. Okay? So here the subject is 到处 means everywhere. As I said, locations can be subject to, so it is used in this. So it is to say everywhere people doing exercises. Okay? So now we have deciphered all this. You realize that you know all the words, but just the new usage that you may not know. Okay? Let's look at what Johnny has to say next. So he says, those two classmates are playing badminton very well. In Mandarin, it is 那两位同学的羽毛球打得真好. Okay, there are quite a few new words here. Let's look at them. The first one is 羽. 羽 means feather. This is the pinyin 羽. And the radical is itself. The arrangement is horizontal because it's composed of left and right component, and the components are the repeated components. Okay? Let's look at how to write 羽. 1 2 3 4 5 6. Okay? 6 strokes for this word, 羽. This word should also be very familiar to you because you have learned 学习 before, and it's the repeated words of 习. The next one is 真. 真 means real or true. This is the pinyin 真, and the radical is this one. What's in between there? So the arrangement is simple. Let's look at how to write 真. 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10. 10 strokes for this word, 真. Okay, let's decipher this sentence. 那两位同学 should not be a very difficult word for you. Should not be very difficult for you. It's just to say those two classmates. And of course, this is using 位 here as to show respect to your classmates. Okay? And then 羽毛球 is badminton. Okay? 羽毛 is feather and 球 is ball. So feather ball is like the shuttlecock. So when we say that, we mean badminton. Okay? 打得真好 is to say that the way that the two classmates are playing badminton is really good. Okay? 真好 is real good. In other words, it can mean really good. Okay? So the whole sentence, 那两位同学的羽毛球打得真好. It means those two classmates, badminton, it's played very well. Okay? It is played really good. Alright? Remember the usage of 的. What's behind it? 真好. It is to describe the verb in front. So now you have learned how to use this 的 and also to use subject in a way like this, because the subject is like the badminton, but you are saying that the badminton was played very well. Okay, so you can see the way that we use English is really different from Chinese. And because the way that we use Chinese is very different from English, because in Chinese we can use subject very flexibly. Alright, let's look at the next slide then. The other person answers, a volleyball match is going on there. In Mandarin, it is, 那边正在进行排球比赛. Okay, there are many new words here, so let's look at it one by one. The first one is 正. 正 means square, or it can complement with 在 to mean that something is happening. It means something is continuously doing. Okay? Of course, 正and 在 can use interchangeably, but 正 is more formal, and 正在 you can also use both together. Okay? This is the pinyin 正, and the radical is this one. What's at the bottom there? The arrangement is simple. Let's look at how to write 正. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 strokes for this word, 正. For this word, it is commonly used in counting. So because it is 5 strokes in it, so we can easily bundle 5 together. Okay, just like how some people count 5 with something like this: 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. In Chinese, we count like this one, and then to count to 6, then we'll have another one. Okay, so it is just to repeat this word to count things like this one. Okay, I hope this makes sense. Okay, it's just to count things like count your days or count the numbers, but we have a word to denote that. But in English, it's just to play with strokes and have a bundle of 5. Okay, so 正 and this one works in a similar way. The next word is 进. 进 means enter. Okay, it may be quite weird to use this word here, but I'll explain why we're using it. This is the pinyin 进, and the radical is this one. What's at the left and bottom side here? The arrangement is enclosure. As I said, the radical is wrapping what's inside here. Let's look at how to write 进. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, 7 strokes for this word, 进. The next new word is 排. 排 means arrange or roll, but to say 排球, it means volleyball. Okay, this is the pinyin 排, and the radical is this one. What's on the left there? So the arrangement is horizontal because you're left and right components. Let's look at how to write 排. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. 11 strokes for this word, 排. Okay, you may have noticed that these two components are very familiar to you, because what's on the right is fei. It is what is known as not. Okay, so these two components shouldn't be strange to you. Alright, the next word is sai. Sai looks very complicated. It means competition, and together with bi. Sai means competition or match. This is the pinyin sai, and the radical is this one, what's at the bottom there. So the arrangement is vertical, because you have top, bottom, middle, and bottom components. Okay, let's look at how to write pi. 1、2、3、4、5、6、7、8、9、10、11、12、13、14. 14 strokes for this word, sai. Okay, let's decipher what the whole sentence means. So 那边 shouldn't be very strange to you, shouldn't be new. It means there. 正在, as I said, it is to say the continuity of an action. 进行 means going on. So 进 is enter, 行 is like to walk or to move. So 进行 is to say something is still moving, which means like something is going on. And 排球 is volleyball. 比赛 means match. Okay, so 那边正在进行排球比赛, it means there is still going on a volleyball match. In other words, it means a volleyball match is going on there. So you can see we are using there as the subject, which is different from English words that to start with a volleyball match, 排球比赛. Okay, so let's see what's going on there. So it continues, and a tennis match is going on here. In Mandarin, it is 这边在进行网球比赛. Okay, there's a new word here, and it is wăng. Wăng means net. Okay, this is the pinyin wăng, and the radical is itself, so the arrangement is simple. Let's look at how to write wăng. 1、2、3、4、5、6. Okay, 6 strokes for this word, wăng. Okay, let's decipher this, and it is very similar to what we have learned just now. 这边 is here. 在 means, again, denoting the verb is continuous, but we are omitting 在, but we are omitting 正, because it is understood that it is happening anyhow. Okay, of course, if you want to say 这边正在进行网球比赛 or 这边正进行网球比赛, they are all the same and it makes sense. Okay, and 进行, as I've told you just now, it means it's still going on. 网球 means tennis ball. Okay, 网球 means tennis, and as you have known, tennis, it has a net between it, so it is called 网球. It is not netball, okay, but tennis. 比赛 again match or competition. So the whole sentence, it means here is going on tennis match. In English, it is a tennis match is going here. Okay? Let's look at how Johnny responds to Jenny's statement. He says, a basketball match is going on here. 这边还有篮球比赛. Let me correct it very quickly. So you just omit this out. Okay, so Johnny says, a basketball match is going on here. In Mandarin, it is 这边还有篮球比赛. Okay, so that's only one new one here, which is this one. lăng means basket. So 篮球 means basketball. Should be very straightforward. This is the pinyin 篮. And the radical is this one. What's on top there? The arrangement is complex. It's your top, middle, and bottom component, while the middle component has left and right components. Let's look at how to write lăng. 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10 11 12 13 14 15 16. 16 strokes for this word, lăng. Okay, so Johnny says, 这边还有篮球比赛. Indirect translation is, here still has basketball match. Okay, so we use 还有 here. It is not related to or, but to say it still has something going on. Okay, so in English, we say a basketball match is going here. Okay, instead of here still has basketball match. Okay, let's see what he has to say next. He says, and the score is 18-20. In Mandarin, it is 比分是18比20. Okay? No new words here, but new usage of the words that you have learned. So, 比分 means score. 比, it has the meaning of comparison. So, 比分 is to say the match score. Okay? 分 not only means minute, but it has the meaning of score, okay, or mark. Okay, so 比分 means score. 是 is 18比20. So it's very much like how you report currency. So you say 18-20. It means 18比20. Okay. So when you say 18比20, it is to report the score match, the score of the match. Okay, let's see what Jenny has to say next. She says, let's go and have a look. So she was inviting Johnny to go and have a look at the match. So in Mandarin, it is 我们过去看看好吗? Okay. So let's decipher this. 我们 means we. Okay. 过去 means to go over there. Okay, I understand that you learn 过 as in have done something, but in this context it means to cross, but in some contexts 过 means to cross. Okay, so in this context 过去 it means to go across. Okay, and of course in other contexts you may have 过去 as in the past. Okay, it can be used as a noun or a verb, but of course in this context it is a verb. It is to go somewhere. Okay, 看看 it is like to have a look. Okay, 好吗 means is it okay? So the whole sentence, it means we go and have a look. Okay, so in the other words it means let's go and have a look. Okay, so 看看 may be quite cute to you, but it is like to look for a bit. Okay, some other ways of usage is 看一看. So 一 is the word number 1. So 看一看 is like to say to see or look for a while. Okay, so 看看 means to be a bit humble. It's like just to have a look, not for too long. Okay, so let's see what Johnny has to answer. He says, okay, 好吧. So that's another usage of 吧 there. So it's like to help the word how, to say okay. Alright, it may be very confusing, but in Chinese we do have a lot of these helping sounds to enhance your sentence. So 吧 not only to say invite someone to do something, but it is used in numerous other contexts depending on the speech. Okay, so that's the end of the lesson. You have learned quite a few new words and new usage of words that you have learned. So you have learned many sports related verbs like skating, badminton, volleyball, tennis, basketball. So all the sports that's happening in a sports match, major sports match like Olympic or the popular ones you know now. And also you learn how to say match or competition in Mandarin. And other than that, you have learned how to say real, true in the process or something's going on. And then another way of denoting the continuity of an action other than using 在. Okay, so this is quite a long lesson, but the next one will be the short one. So we'll talk about things that happens on the road, so you know how to be careful of something and the new vocabulary regarding what's on the road there. Okay, so the next lesson will be a useful one if you are traveling in China and then you are on your own on the road, as you know how to pay attention to things around you. Okay, I'll see you in the next video. Thanks again for watching. 谢谢，再见。